Um, what's up? I know a lot of y'all are not in here yet. Y'all know I keep messing with my hair when I do these videos. I'll fix it. I'll let y'all come in while I fix it. So I want to talk about, like, is it really worth it to become a nurse in 2025? Some things to think about, or just like the overall state of healthcare right now. Yeah. 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 What's up, Melanin Queen? Hey. Yeah. Healthcare and nursing is real. On one end, I'm very, very blessed to be a nurse, very grateful to have a career that I can make good money in, and that, there's so many different specialties. Hey, Miss Capricorn. Is it your birthday, or do you have a December? Are you a December Capricorn? Did you already have your birthday in January or December? Um, like, I'm really grateful for nursing because the money is there. It's where the money resides. Okay, the money is in nursing. But y'all, it's stressful as hell. Like, I've been a nurse for a decade, and the main reason why I haven't go back to school, like to get my bachelor's or to get some ICU experience so I can become a CRNA or a nurse anesthetist, is because I just be like, is it worth it? Like, do I really see myself doing this for the next 10 years? Heck, even for the next 5 years, even for the next year. Now, next year, yeah, maybe. For the next year, yes. But like the next 5 years, I see myself transitioning out of healthcare. And I think like from day one, I was ready to leave healthcare. Melanie Queen says, I've low key been looking into radiology tech, but nursing keeps calling my name. I feel like the money is in nursing, like, and not all nursing. The money is in bedside nursing. I was just talking to another nurse the other day, and I was like, because it was just a busy shift. I had started off, like, we had three nurses plus the charge nurse, and the charge nurse is supposed to be free, meaning they don't have any patients. The charge nurse had four patients. Starting off at the shift, the charge nurse had four patients. All of us had five, and then my new admit, I was next in line to get the next new admit, and so we was all gonna end up with six patients each, plus the charge nurse. I think ended up having five patients by the end of the shift. That's a lot to have six patients, and then your charge nurse, who, if you need help with an IV, you need help with something, got questions about this, you need this and the third, or they looking through the chart and saying, hey, did you do this? Did you do that? Just kind of double checking stuff. They got four patients plus another extra patient that just came in, so you really can't lean on them to help you. And it was just a super busy, like, start of the shift. Like, usually start of the shift, it's just everything is being rushed at you. And I remember finally we settled down finally, and I was talking to the other nurse. I was like, girl, this is too much. She's like, I know. I said, I be wondering, can I keep doing this? And she was just like, girl, I said, I know, but where the money gonna be at? She's like, exactly, because the money is all in bedside, meaning the money is in doing bedside nursing. Like, when you come to the hospital or you're in a nursing home, that's bedside nurses versus like being a nurse who does like what else? What's other than bedside? Like, I don't know if not hospital, like if clinics, or that's probably still considered bedside. Clinics and doctor's office is still considered bedside, but it's not as much. It's not the same. Not to say it's not stressful, but it's not the same thing, right? Or if you do like home care nursing, home health care, or if you do like insurance agency nurses, something like that, like even aesthetic nursing where you do like Botox injections and stuff like that. What else? There's so many other different type of nurses you could be. Yeah, so many different school nursing, all of that. That's different. Bedside nursing is where the money is. Usually when you're in a hospital or you're in a nursing home taking care of people at the bedside, that's where the money is, because most people don't want to do it, or they get burnt out from doing it, or there's just not enough people with experience to do it, especially in like your specialties like ICU, critical care, even the ER. They may not have nurses who know that, burn units, things like that. They don't really always have people who are specialized nurses know that skill set. So that's where they need the most people, and that's where they willing to pay you, because especially if you do med surge, which I don't do med surge, I do ortho-surgical, but we get a spillage of whatever they, med surge patients on our unit too. And it be work. Like patients, complete care patients, like they can't move, they can't do nothing. You doing everything for them. Like it's a lot of work. Yeah. I don't know how I used to have 50 plus patients in a nursing home, and then I get 6 patients in a hospital, and I'm like, what the fuck? I think it's because there's so many steps to doing everything. It's so many. You want to get somebody an aspirin, you got to go to the Pyxis, and you got to do all this, and you got to scan, and blah, blah, blah. Back in the day, you need to, here you go, and then sign off on it, keep pushing, and walk right off into the sunset. But to my original question, do I believe it's worth it to become a nurse in 2025? Y'all tell me in the comments. Tell me what y'all think. I'm going to come back to it, but let me look at some of y'all comments. Corrections is not bedside. Yeah, because it's not, but it's still, yeah, it's not bedside nursing, but it's like still, But that is, correctional nursing is a different type of nursing. Fatima says, hey nurse, I'm supposed to go back to finish my LP and go do it. Chantel says, hello everyone. If I became a nurse, it's only for a year and that's it. You only gonna work as a nurse for a year? Hey Nurse B, what's up, Jenna? Do I miss being an LPN? No, I don't miss it. Because with being an LPN comes working in nursing homes, and I don't miss it at all. They work you, y'all. In a nursing home, they work you. I feel like I want to sit myself up a little bit more. They work you so much in a nursing home. Like I said, you be having 50 plus patients, and it just be depressing. And you don't have any support. Nobody is there to help you in a nursing home. You don't even got other nurses. Barely got CNAs to help you take care of these people. So but it's weird. When I woke up this morning, somehow I started to think about somebody I used to work with at my job. And I was just thinking, like, when I first started working in nursing at a nursing home, it literally felt like a little family because everybody knew each other. Like, I miss coming to work and having people at my job I could talk to and hear about stuff that's going on with them. And we just be having conversations and stuff like that. And, like, people over the years, and you can not necessarily trust them because it's still work. Like, you can only trust so many people. But it was just, I liked that community that I had when I first started working as a nurse that I don't have at the hospital, because I don't trust none of them folks with none of my information. I barely want to tell them anything, but it's a few people I talk to just to have a little small talk. Adonis says, I go back and forth all the time as to whether I want to go to nursing school. It's like you go to work every day choosing what you're going to get in trouble for. Oh. Also, patient to nurse ratio is horrible. That is true. Like, always feeling like somebody gonna call you out on something, and you be like, okay, now you know why I couldn't do this, right? Or you know why that happened, right? Because y'all ain't got nobody else up in here to do the job. It's just me. So come on now. And it's like, it's the stress. It's the stress that's why I think partially why I haven't gone to ICU, because I don't want to be under that much stress, y'all. Like, I don't want to feel that. And I thought that I always craved that. That's why I wanted to do ER nursing. Like, I always crave that. I don't know what's going to come in. I don't know what I'm going to see. Like, but I think my threshold for stress has definitely lowered. Like, I have a very low threshold for stress. I just don't want to deal with it. Like, I'm really trying to curate how I want my next career move to be. And for me, partially, it's more so being creative, being collaborative, working with people that like I can collaborate with people, and we can really have passion for something and really put our all into something and not show up halfway. Because I feel like as a nurse, like, there's only so you can't. Yes, you should give it your all, but if you give it your all, they're going to still try to take some more from you. Honestly, you give this job your all, and they still be like, well, can you give me a little bit more? And why didn't you do this? Even though you gave your all, you could have gave this too. And it's just like, okay, now. But I want to have, I guess, more passion projects, more things that I just feel so passionate towards, and I feel like I'm actually making a difference, and something is happening and changing. Like, I'm changing somebody's life, or I'm a important part of somebody's life, and I'm doing it with a team of people. I don't know what that is specifically, but that's what I see myself working with a team of professionals, and we working on something, and it's just like we seeing progress, and it's just beautiful harmony, okay? I don't know what that looked like, but that's where I see myself at. You said, but yeah, I get it. Coming to work and not knowing what they gonna call you out on. Tori said, hey, my fave nurse B, so good to finally catch your live. Your hair, your skin, your smile's going, oh, thank you, boo. I'm an LPN and taking AMP2. Oh, I'm questioning my continuance in nursing. I heard you, but you came this far. You came this far. Keep on going. Chantel says, I'm 56 and I'm 56 and I'm burnt out now as a CNA. Was you on one of my other videos and you said you was going back for your nursing? I know somebody else in their 50s was saying they was going back for nursing. I couldn't remember if that was your name or not. Oh, you said you were January Capricorn. Yes, St. Louis in the building. Okay, STL. You said because they will always be patient. Yeah, you think it is worth it to go because you always gonna have a job in nursing. That's the thing about nursing. You're gonna always have a job. You're gonna always be able to make some money. And your schedule, you can work with nursing. You can make it work. Whatever schedule you need, you can make it work because healthcare is 24/7. And whatever specialty you're into, you can make it work. Only thing with me, I thought that, okay, once I get my RN, I'm going to go into this specialty and go into that specialty. I'm going to work this, I'm going to work that. One, I got kids, so I really have to work around their schedule. Two, the money. Like, I think because when I became an RN and I actually got a job as an RN versus doing agency nursing, like, the money was good. The money is good. Like when I first started working at this hospital, I think I got a video about it. I was making like 70 something an hour. Then they dropped the pay rate because it used to be you would have to give them 2 weeks. Like you would have to commit to 2 days of work in a week. One of them had to be like a weekend day or something like that. And they paid you like 70 something an hour. And you couldn't get any bonuses or nothing. And then they made it to they didn't make you commit to 2 days a week. They just make you commit to 1 day a week. So they dropped the pay rate, but they also dropped the amount of commitment that you had to make. So you only have to pick up 1 day a week. And then if you want to pick up shifts, then you're opened up to bonuses. So it kind of leveled out a little bit, but it still was a pay cut. But it did level out. So now not my base rate, but like I make around like 60 something an hour. And then sometimes they have shifts where you can pick up and they pay you like $250 just to pick up for the shift. For a 12-hour shift, they'll add like an extra bonus on top of it, which equates to like $20 more an hour. So it actually becomes more than a 70. It becomes closer to like 80 once they do all the math and everything. But anyhow, yeah, I don't see too many other jobs paying $60, $70, $80 an hour for an RN. I just don't. Now, granted, I didn't think that I was going to get the job to begin with that was in the hospitals paying it because people always say hospitals don't pay their nurses. But as a PRN nurse, you get paid more. And I didn't think it was that much until I got into it. And I know I shouldn't let the money be the thing, but it's just like, it's still, the money is the thing. The money is a thing. It's probably the reason why I haven't tried to do like a soft nurse job, where I can just, I don't want to say be chilling, but like way less stress. Heck, I've been kind of leery of taking an ICU position because I don't see them paying me $60 some an hour as a new ICU nurse. I just don't see it. Of course, I could just put myself out there and see what happened, but I don't know. I can't see that happening. But I can look. If that's what I really wanted to do, I could look. Also, I'm not going to commit myself to 3 days a week. I only work 2 days a week, PRN. And I know if I was to go somewhere else, I probably would have to work 3 days a week, or I could do part-time. Oh. So you see, like, I just be like, do I really want to keep doing this? But the money, child, it just be calling me. It be calling me. I know what movie that's from. I've been thinking about doing nursing PRN just to keep my license valid and do something else full time. That might be cool, That might be cool. You haven't thought about what they call soft nursing or just choose another specialty. I could see you being in management, though. Ooh, I could probably do management only if I was one of the managers. They'd be like, she don't do shit. I come to her with a problem. She don't do nothing. Because that's exactly how I'm going to be. I'm like, oh, okay. No, I can see myself doing what I can do. But y'all, with management, you got to be willing to disconnect from everybody, which I feel like I could do. You got to be willing to disconnect from everybody, and nobody likes you. And also, it's a bunch of BS, but you still got to go with it. Like, our manager, they be like, well, they was like, if you all ever need help with something, just call me or this person. And it's just like, what do you mean? Like, we work nights. So we gonna call y'all and say, hey, can you come help us out on the floor? We're short. Like, y'all know we short. Y'all see the schedule before we see it. So it's like, y'all know we short. What do you mean? Call you and ask for help. They really referring to day shift. It's just they act like, I don't know, it's weird. Their answers for everything is based off of what day shift can do. Day shift can maybe call them in their office and say, hey, can you come out here and help us? But shoot, day shift be like, we do that, and they say, hey, we're in a meeting. I'm in a meeting. They always in meetings all day long in a meeting. And it's just, I don't, like, I ain't that invested. Like, I'm just not that invested. And then you got to be on call, people calling you throughout the night, and everything is on you in management. I just don't see myself doing it. But it might be something down the line. I really wanted to look at something remote. I don't know. I really don't. I'm tired of nursing. That's the thing. Like I said, I feel very, very blessed to have this career. I feel blessed to know that I take care of people and that I'm still learning new things in my job and I'm still meeting new patients, and I still feel, grateful to be able to take care of people and to also be able to make a decent living without having to work so many crazy hours. I'm so grateful for that. But I'm also just like over it. And for me, like, I'm a person where I thrive more when I'm passionate about something. Because I will give it my all. Like, if I'm actually into it, I'm gonna be into it. Like, I'm one of them people, I will be into something, like having to make myself go to sleep and walk away from something because I'm so into it. So, but with this, I was just like, I'm not there. And maybe that's okay. Make the money, go home and live your life. Like, that's kind of where I'm at. And I've been doing this for a year and a half at this hospital. And maybe that's how nursing will look like for me. Go to work, make my money, and come back home and take care of what I can take care of while I'm there. And in the meantime, build something else. I got like this YouTube channel, things like that. Chantel, oh wait, hold on. What did you say? Stacy McDaniel, hey girl. Nurse Chronicles. Is it Chronicles? Hey, Orion, MJ. Stacy said, that's the name of one of our plants. Me and the kids named our plant Stacy. A nurse of 21 years. I know I be seeing you on my channel. Left bedside 2016 to do care management, but now I low-key miss patient contact / bedside. I remember you said that. I think you was talking about you might do something PRN. I think I remember you saying it. Am I crazy? Kids grown, so I can explore my options without navigating kids' schedule. And that is something to think about. Once my kids get, which there's gonna be a minute before they get out. Well, when they in high school, I could do it because But yeah, once the kids get older, I wouldn't say it ain't crazy. I could see that. Just want to try something different, especially when you got the time and energy to do it, just to see what's out there. And you've been doing it for 21 years. Can you become a nurse if it's against your religion to take vaccines? My friend, you can get an exemption. You can file for an exemption for vaccines. Right? Can't nobody make living off pennies because the base pay of where I'm at right now, like without shift differential, because we get paid more. Let me see if I can pull it up. Y'all know we get paid more for working. I need to just do a whole video about how much I get paid. Should I do that? But yeah, how they get paid more for working nights and for working weekends. You get paid like more money. But the very base. Oh yeah, Catherine. Hey girl. Yeah, Catherine. She be getting religious exemptions. I don't think Kathy, you never got vaccines. Like, her mom is totally against that. She's got a granola mom, yeah. Like, granola mom. She always like, well, you should take these seeds and you should take this, and take this if you have this going on. She got a granola mom. Yes, very crunchy. Yes. I just made some granola, by the way. It's so fire, y'all. Anyhow, what was I saying? The very base pay for nurses on my unit, y'all. Guess how much it is? Somebody guess. How much is base pay for hospital nurses in y'all job? I'm going to tell y'all. And I was like, child's making more than that as an LPN. Like, I really wanted to get out the bed for that as an LPN. So, as an RN, no. I feel like I've been doing this for a decade. So I don't really want to settle. And not to say that I'm just this best nurse, like you better pay me, I'm the top notch nurse. I ain't saying that. I still got a lot to learn, child. But if the ability is out there for me to make the money, I know I can make it, then it's going to be hard for me to do anything less than that. But I get it. Like sometimes you do need to drop your pay to get the experience. Like ICU. If I really wanted to do CRNA, yeah, I might have to drop my pay for like 2 years to get that ICU experience. So I could go further, become a CRNA, a nurse anesthetist, and make $200 an hour. You know, I may have to drop down to 30 an hour, 35 an hour to have to work in the ICU. So again, like I said, I could turn around and make 200 an hour, make 200,000 a year plus, you know. And I think like PRN, I'm sure PRN and CRNAs make hellas, like they make bank because they are specialty. That's the most specialized nurse you can be. Yeah, I know you've been here, Stacy. I've been seeing you. You said, "Where is the passion for taking care of sick people? I think if you love it, the money will come. Trust God to provide." I don't know, Precious. I do like taking care of sick people, but the stress, it's a lot of stress. Taking care of people, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Like I said, I'm very grateful, like I said, that I'm in a position to be able to take care of people. And when I do leave my job, I feel like I actually did something. I don't feel like, you know, I feel proud of what I do. Definitely. But I think because I've been doing this for a long time, you just get burnt out. Compassion fatigue is real. And you just want to try something different. Try something new, something more challenging. Not necessarily more stressful, but more challenging. Something where you feel like you actually are helping people, not just patching them up and send them on their way. Because people be coming in with the same problems over and over and over again. Or it be problems where you just be like, man, if you would have just do this and do that, your life could be perfect. Like, all you got to do is take care of this. You know, like, take care. Like, maybe I'm more into holistic care. And I think back in the day, I used to be like, I want to just be a holistic nurse and do naturopathic medicine and all of that. So, we'll see. But you said, yeah, I feel like focus on that and God will provide. That is true. Precious. Oh, Raquel said we have to take care of ourselves as well. Nursing is very taxing, very strenuous, and we are giving ourselves to everything and everyone while at work. Yes, the money is important. It is. I ain't a volunteer. I'm not a volunteer. Let's see. Raquel said nursing in these nursing home facilities can be very taxing. It's a thankless job. It really is. But the only thing with nursing, I just be like, I have so much gratitude for my life as a nurse because you see people that be in some horrible, horrible, horrible situations, like really, really bad situations, physically, mentally, financially. I had a patient the other day. She was like, yeah, I just got fired from my new job. I told them that I was here for this and this and the third, and they went ahead and fired me because, you know, it's a new job. They fired me. I was like, dang. I said, that's messed up. But if, you know, if you get into a position like that or a place like that that's not willing to, if they already acting like this from day one, that probably wasn't the best place for you. I said, you're going to get something else. You're going to get something else. But it's just like how long that person probably was waiting to get a job. And then they get sick and they got to be in the hospital and now they can't get back to the, like, it's just, it sucks because I'm thinking as a nurse, like if something happened to me, I could still try to figure out how to work from home or do something else. Like I could still finagle it as a nurse to fit my life, you know, to make it work. Or if I lose a job, I know I can easily get a job like that. And that's the cool thing about nursing, especially in this, you know, climate that we live in. Being able to get a job like that is a huge flex and it's a huge blessing. Look how he looking at y'all. he looking at y'all. This is my husband cup. But it's a huge flex. And I think it makes us feel more confident about ourselves as a nurse. Especially when it comes to certain jobs, you be like, child, I don't need this job. What she say? My man has 2 jobs, okay? Because it's just like, if y'all don't need me, somebody else gonna need me. Like he say, girls are like buses. Child, nursing jobs is like buses, okay? This one leave, next 15, another one coming. Like you can get a job that fast as a nurse, like on the spot, As soon as you fill out the application, the very next day or even that same day, they're calling you to try to set up a interview. Like the ability to get a job so quickly as a nurse. Because sometimes my husband be like, I don't think you realize like how it is out here for people that are trying to get this job. Like, it's not easy. And I be like, yeah, you're right. Because I had to deal with it for a minute. Even as a CNA, you don't really have to deal with trying to find a job. Now, I know some areas and maybe some specialties, it could be a little harder. You know, if you live in a more rural area, it may be harder to get a job. But as a whole, I believe nurses, it's easy to get jobs as a nurse. Where y'all comments go? There they go. You said 27 base. So the base pay in my job is $35 an hour, which is not horrible, but like I said, y'all, as an LPN, that's how much I was making as an LPN in nursing homes about 2 years ago. I don't know what the base pay for LPNs are nowadays at the agencies. I haven't looked. I think the most I was getting, oh God, I would have to look at some stuff. Can I get into my computer? Let me see if I can look it up. But the base, oh, hold on, y'all. The base pay, it was like 30, but most times I was making like 35, 37, something like that as a LPN. So at my job as an RN, the base pay is 35. And it's just like, who wants to do that? Who wants to do that? Not me. Not me. And I had to learn to become like snobby when it comes to how much I get paid, because I remember back in the day, I was so, yeah, I was working for my sister. My sister wasn't even, she was paying me less than minimum wage. I think it was like $7 an hour or maybe it was like 6 or something like that an hour working in a daycare. And I was like, I did not understand my worth as a human being. Like, our time is so precious, y'all, just as human beings. Not even just, oh, because I got this license or this experience. As a human being, like, your time is so precious, y'all. Like, look at your kids if you got kids. Just look back at old pictures when they was a baby. You're like, dang, like, where did that time go? You be like, this time, or just think about it. We already in February. Wasn't it just January, y'all? Literally, it was just January. But, like, wasn't it just the new year? Wasn't we just out here trying to figure out Christmas gifts for people? Like, and we already in February. And you know February gonna go like that. Okay, power to the people. It's gonna go like that. So the time goes by. As human beings, our time is so precious. And I didn't realize that back in the day. So now that I have realized like my worth as a person, as a soul on this earth, on this rock paying bills, on this floating rock paying bills, as I have realized my worth as that individual, like I be like, you got to pay me. You got to pay me. You just got to pay me. Like, this is, no. Okay, so as I'm looking at some of my rates when I was a LPN, let me see if I can find one. No, this RN pay. Let me see if they got the pay on hers. Okay, so this one, can y'all see this? Tell me if y'all can see it. So this was a shift I had worked back in the day. Back in 2023, I was making $44 an hour. They didn't charge any tax. That's how much my check was after those 7.5 hour shift. Did y'all see that? I hope y'all saw that. Let me see if I can find a LPN shift. Let's see how much I made from this one. Okay, this was a good one. This one I had worked almost 12 hours. Can y'all see it? I almost worked 12 hours. It was $60 an hour. And I was at $770. $770. Can y'all see that? So that was an RN working agency. I'm looking for an LPN, how much LPNs was getting paid back then. Is this an RN? Dividends? What? What do you mean by dividends? I might have to call y'all back or get off this live so I can see who calling me. Okay, so this is an LPN shift. What was I picking up? I was picking up at a nursing home. And the pay, this is an LPN shift. This is how much I was getting. Can y'all see me? Did I mess it up? Oh, wait, can y'all see this? Oh, y'all can see that. Can y'all see it? Okay. Yeah, they was paying, this was back in 2022, and they was paying $39 an hour. So they might be paying more now. But yeah, that's how much I was making as an LPN back in the day. So that's why I say, like, as an RN, I just don't see that making any sense. If you got any type of experience, because there's RNs that got way more experience than me, and I'm like, girl, make your money. But I get it, you know, do what fits you. But I'm at the point where the money gotta be there. And I know some people they be like, oh, you should be. I don't know why nurses have to be martyrs. Like, why do we, just because we work in healthcare, we can't care about getting paid? I never understood that. Like, I don't get it. Like, we supposed to get paid now for our services rendered. Emily said, I just became a CNA and my body is tired. I wanted to be a nurse, but bedside isn't my passion, but I want to be a healer. Just questioning if going to school is worth it. Emily, I think it's worth it because of the job stability, and you can find what you want. I think because I've been a nurse for so long, some part of me is like jaded in some sense, and also I want to switch out of healthcare and just try something different, challenge myself in a different way. For me at this point, I'm just kind of tired, but I think for new nurses, people coming into the field, you can definitely find what you want. You can definitely find something that will fit you, the type of environment for you, the type of nursing specialty, the knowledge you can gain. There's so much you can gain from nursing. But yes, there is that tired energy that's there. And I do believe once you get used to getting paid a certain amount of money, something really has to compel you to be willing to take a pay cut. Something really got to happen within you to be like, okay, I'm willing to take a pay cut. But coming out the gate, I feel like if you feel drawn to it, do it. He said 17 an hour guaranteed as a home health aide. That's not bad as a home health aide. I really need your nursing expertise. You said Baltimore. Baltimore, I love y'all little accent. It's easy to get nursing jobs, like, no lie. Hey, Nurse B. What's up, Sonia? I just made my 1-year nurse anniversary. Yay. There you go. It's a lot of responsibilities when you become an RN. I've seen you had to supervise others and a lot of paperwork is involved. Yeah. It is more, as a nurse in general, it's a lot of responsibility. And me, I'm not a person that's good. I'm not the best at delegating, or maybe my communication is not the best with certain people. I don't think I'm the best leader when it comes to, like, telling a person, you do this, you do that. Like, I don't think I command a whole bunch from out of people. I don't think I do. I know, like, I just do what I gotta do and keep pushing. Like, if I need help, I'll ask for help. But I know I definitely could do better with, creating like a certain sense of, I expect this from you, I expect that from you. But I just rather work with people who are willing to do their job. Like, that's how I feel. Like, just be willing to do your job. But not everybody willing to do their job, so then you have to be more assertive and this and the third, and I'm not always like that. You said she was looking at ingredients before it was trendy. That's true. You got a granola mommy. Time is precious. Yes, it's going to be worth it to be giving away time in life. Yeah, it's got to be worth it, man. You're giving away your life source. You understand, your time is your life source. It's your energy, especially if you're a person who your energy does a lot. Like, if your energy can do a lot, if you got energy that can get things done and you can take care of things, like, you're giving a lot of that away when you go to these jobs. Time for money is crazy. The fact that we give our time, something we can never get back, for something that can easily be taken away from us that quickly. Money comes and goes, but time, is not really even something you could quantify all the time. I mean, we do quantify, but it's like time is something that in some ways don't even exist, really. But, all right, sweetie, bye. But it's like time is something that is, you really don't know how much you got left And sometimes the time go by and you just be like, what did I do with that time? And I can't get that back. Whereas money, one day you could have nothing, and next, she said, what she say? Look at me quoting songs. She said, next day I'll be right rich. You know, the next day I'm gonna be rich. So it's just like, how does she say? Y'all know that dang Glorilla song. I might be rich tomorrow. Like, you could be just that fast. Just like the next day, you could be completely crippled the next day. Like, you never know what's going to happen with your time, with your life, with anything. So how you use your time is very valuable. And of course, we learned that with COVID. That's why some people, a lot of us be like, F these jobs. Like, I'm going to do what I got to do, make my money and keep it pushing, because that's what y'all companies do. And I give people like, oh, the nurse should have passion. You should have this. You should care about what you're doing. Yes, don't go to work and just be a crappy nurse and take it and treat people wrong and halfway do your job. Like, no, don't do that now. But it's like, I can only give you so much. I'm only give you so much of my dang on energy. Harmony Cross said, hi, I just took a pay cut to work in an acute care hospital. That's what I'm talking about. Taking care of 7 to 8 patients, versus having 30 to 35 patients in a skilled nursing facility, making more. Oh, you was making more in the nursing home. I am hoping to gain some sanity. I heard that. So you're doing like LTAC, where it be like long-term acute care or something like that. Is that what they call it? Are you familiar with the tele-unit versus ICU? I'm trying to decide which one, but I'm torn. Just got an offer to be a PCT on a tele-unit while in nursing school. I think like the tele-unit is like the cardiac unit. I think it just depends on what you want to do further. You're probably going to see a whole lot more in the ICU. Definitely going to see way more. And being a PCT in the ICU, if you do want to become an ICU nurse, that puts you in a better position to work as an ICU nurse. And that's specialty. ICU is specialty. So you having that PCT experience will let you see a whole lot. And it probably help you to have a better idea of what you want to do further going into it. But hey, whatever you can get into, both of them seem good to me. Get into it. I wish I would have been a PCT before I did nursing. I really wish I would have. But y'all got anything else to talk about? Any other comments? But yeah, is it worth it? I feel like it's worth it, especially when you know what your plan is moving forward. And sometimes it takes you working in the field to realize that. I do believe that for me, being an LPN for as long as I was and working in long-term care for as long as I did, I became an LPN in 2015. 2015. And I became an RN in 2022. So I had already had 7 years of bedside long-term care nursing as an LPN under my belt before I even became an RN, before I even went into the hospital. I had another year as an RN working in the hospital. Working long-term care still as an RN before I even got into a hospital. So I did 8 years of nursing home. And I honestly, in my heart of hearts, I believe it took a lot of steam out of me, because it was draining. It was very draining. It's like, I can't explain how draining it is. And at the end of the day, it's nothing as draining as the people that got to go through it, the people that actually have to live there. Nothing compared to what they went through. But the work is a lot. And I saw a lot, and I had to deal with a lot, and I was tired of a lot, and I feel like it broke down my morale and my passion. Like, it just dropped it. Then when I became an RN, I felt like my passion was there again. Like, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But then it was like, if I do this, I'm going to have a pay cut. So I had to deal with that whole thing in my mind of, do I really want to do this and have a pay cut? No. So I got to where I'm at right now, making what I make right now. I'm grateful for the hours, like I said, but I do believe whatever you decide to do, don't keep yourself stuck in anything for too long, because you do run a risk of burnout. You do run a risk of losing your momentum. I'm grateful that I still went from LPN to RN. I didn't let that huge amount of time, those 7 years, really it was 5 years before I became an RN, before I went to school to become an RN. But I didn't let that time stop me. But it's easy too. It's easy to do something for so long, I started off as a nurse when I was 24. When I became how was I? Yeah, I was 24, but I became an LP. I'm 30. I'm about to be 35 this year. I'm 34, so I've been doing this for a decade. And when you stay doing something for too long and you're not enjoying it, it does something to you. It kind of chips away at you somehow. And I think that's what happened to me. I still enjoy it. Like I said, this channel has definitely made me love nursing more, have more passion for it, because I see all of y'all doing it and I see y'all coming into it new, and I just want to like give y'all encouragement to go and do it. If that's when you feel compelled to do it, man. I really do believe we need all the nurses we can get, right? But for me, where I'm at mentally, it's just like, girl, no, get out, get out, get out. Especially nursing homes, child. But we need people. We need people. And I met nurses, they be like, I told you not to become a nurse, Brandy. My old school nurse, I told you not to become a nurse. I be like, and it's just like you get jaded. You can become jaded. And that's why it is best to try your best to switch things up. But, and that's the thing, the whole divide of, should I go for the money or should I go for a softer life? Should I go for the money or should I try to do something where I'm going to have better expertise, where I'm going to have more specialties under my belt? And I went down the money route. So, I mean, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. And I ain't looking back. You say you don't want to get stuck anywhere. I can feel you, Kimmy. Tori said, thank you for the encouragement. I'll keep you updated on the AMP. Yes, girl, just get through that AMP. You could do it. Next step, back to nursing school, and I'll be back to watching your videos and whining about that. We appreciate you. Till next time. Aw, yes, go ahead and do that AMP, child. Focus, 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 focus. Have I thought about public health / community health? I think I would do well at community health. I really do think I would do well. I should look into it. Because I believe in preventative care. I believe in going back to a space where like people are helping people are encouraging people are like, I need to get more collaborative. I know me, like I need to find a way to connect with people, because I just be in my own little world doing my own little thing. And just even in my personal life, I don't really have a lot of people I connect with like that. And with the internet, it makes it so much easier just to be even more divided from people. So I do feel more compelled in these next few chapters or next few years of my life to building a community and allowing myself to be more out there with people and working with people. But sometimes you gotta work on your own vessel first before you could do that. That's where I feel I'm like, this year is like about me taking care of me, getting my mind right, and then maybe next year I'll be willing to deal with some folks, child. But we'll see. I gotta make the steps now, right? But I can see myself doing community health, anything holistic. Let's see, Victoria. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it with that, y'all. I do feel like it's worth it. Have a plan. Don't get too stuck into anything. Don't let yourself get run down by people that's been doing it for too dang on long and they jaded and they don't care about nothing. I don't get it how people be like, don't go into nursing, don't do it, but they still be in nursing. It be like, now come on now, don't do it, but what else I'm gonna do? What else I'm gonna do? Because I see you still here working, so what's the alternative? Because it ain't too many jobs that's going to pay us what they pay us. Compared to what we get paid as nurses, you don't have to have that much schooling as a nurse. You don't have to have any schooling for real compared to what we get paid. Especially if you look at how nurses can get paid. You can easily get paid 6 figures as a nurse. You can. I ain't going to say easily, but y'all, trust me, you can. I'm about to do my taxes now. You can. And you don't be in school for even that long and you can make good money as a nurse. Especially if you got like a PRN job and you got like a full-time job. You only work 2 or 3 days at that job. And your PRN job, you pick up maybe 4 days out the month or something like that. And you just work it how you work it. You can make bank as a nurse. Or you get a PRN job to pay well and you work it like a full-time job. You can make bank as a nurse. Some people still do it to this day because the money is there. Even though the system can be messed up, the money is there. You said you got laid off working in tech, and I see a lot of nursing going to tech, which is a volatile field. Yeah, the tech field is interesting because you always hear about layoffs in the tech field. You always hear about layoffs. But it's just like when you're in it, it's so competitive and it's so much money to be made. Is it like a man's game, tech too? I don't know. But Chantel said, what I mean is to make a video about transition from LPN to RN pay. Okay. I can do that. Melanin said, exactly. But been in it for 20 plus years. And yes, these regular jobs ain't, it ain't. Like, what else what you gonna do? What we gonna do? If you go to like nursing, shut my throat. I ain't talked in the video in a minute. Let me. I got me a crystal, chat. I got my big mama crystal. Ooh, put it on the throat. When you go to like nursing Facebook groups and stuff like that, it's always a thread that's like, who trying to leave nursing? Who left bedside nursing? What do you do right now? What are you doing now? You hear a lot of nursing will go into like nurse aesthetics where they do injections and stuff. And you hear some nurses will do, what else you be hearing? People do like nurse informatics, which I've heard, which is pretty good. There's nurses, if you learn how to code, I heard that that's a pretty decent way to use your nursing license. If you learn how to do medical billing and coding, you know how to code as a nurse, you could probably make good money and work from home. It says there's a tech shortage, and I'm seeing nurses coming in working as techs. Like, wait, like a tech, like a PCT tech? Can you do CNA and nurse video? CNA to nurse, yeah, I can. I think I got one, but I'll do an updated one. I need to know what specific questions y'all got about it. I'll have to post it. Let me put it on my thing to remind me to do it. I got videos for everything, but I really do need to update it because I've been on here for a long time. And ain't nothing wrong with doing a little updated video. CNA to LPN or CNA to nurse vid. And then you said LPN versus RN pay. Okay, I can do that. Oh, they had techs. I can see that. I've seen, I can see nurses working as techs. I can see that, chat. I feel like I felt the most content in healthcare as a CNA. I really did, but it wasn't no money. The best time as a CNA, when I was working in a nursing home, I worked on a rehab unit, like a Medicare, you know, for, you know, that's the money unit to them. I worked on a rehab unit, and it was another CNA. Shout out to Deshauna. What's up, girl? Now she a nurse. I think she worked for the VA. And we was both techs together. I would work days. No, she would work day shift. I worked evening shift. And we would always work back to back. And I loved it. It was the best time. It was so much teamwork. Because she worked like me. And I worked like her. Like, and I just love people where you see that they work and you like, child, let me work hard too. Like, let me do what I got to do too. And it's like, y'all both are willing to do the work because whatever she couldn't get done, I would do it. And then the patients knew both of us. Anytime the patients, it's just like, it was just a nice work. Like she did, I know she wasn't going to leave me in a hot mess. And she knew when I come behind her, I'm going to take care of her people. Like, it just was good work. Yeah, it was good work. It was good work. She was such a good worker. I love her. That's the best time I felt as a CNA. Like, just being able to take care of people. Get in, do what you got to do. Keep it pushing. Only thing as a CNA, nobody respects you. You getting thrown over here. Everybody trying to ask you to do stuff. That's why sometimes as a like, I don't always try to tell my PCTs what to do all the time. Like, I try to do as much as I can. And it's okay. Get to a point where I can't do it. Like, can you just go ahead and get a cup of water for me? I had to do this. After I had already changed the patient, cleaned up their room, did all that. And I can't keep staying in this room. Can you just grab my ice pitcher for me? That's all I need you to do, please. Like, stuff like that. Because I know they getting ran around. And some nurses will ask a tech to do some stuff. You be like, girl, you was just in that room. I get it, because I've done it. But sometimes the stuff, you be like, they calling a text all night. And sometimes these texts, they are being ran around too. Like, they're doing stuff that you don't see as a nurse. You know, they're dealing with their own little fires that you don't see as a nurse. And sometimes they feel very, what do you call it? They feel like slaves, I guess. Because it's a lot, you know, when you're doing somebody's ADLs, activities of daily living, you're doing a lot for these people. Getting them dressed, undressed, cleaning up their room, brushing their teeth, make sure they cool, they comfortable in the bed, making sure they safe in the bed. The alarm go off, you got to go take care of you. Like, and you just got the one nurse calling, you got another nurse calling, you got this, you got that, you got patients, like, you feel like you're being torn all over the place. And on top of that, you're not getting paid good money. So that's most of the reason why I became a nurse. I was like, if I'm going to stay in this field and keep doing this, I got to get paid. Hey, like, I'm going to keep saying it because I don't care what nobody say. We are not volunteers. Dang it. We work hard for the money. Okay. So hard, honey. We work hard for this money. Yeah, they feel undervalued. And they are so, when you got a good CNA or a good tech, when I tell you your whole shift, it's like, oh, when I would see a tell, like, yes, thank you. That's why I'm like, let me do what I can for her, because I know she gonna do what she can for me. So let me just try to make it as easy as possible for them. Like, I be taking out trash. They be like, you don't have to take it. I'm like, no, it's cool. I know you got a lot going on. So if I can do it, let me go ahead and do it, because you got a lot going on. Okay? If I can take out some trash and that's the least I can do, because I appreciate what you're doing. Okay? But then you got them techs and them CNAs. They don't do a damn thing. When I say they don't do nothing. You be like, now come on now. It be the end of the shift. They be like, I done took the patient to the bathroom at least 5-6 times. I know they ain't take that patient to the bathroom. It's the end of the shift. I'm like, okay, girl, it's your time. You tap in. Let's tap you in. And they be like, how she transferred? I'm like, yeah, you don't know how she transferred because you ain't had to get her up all night. You ain't did nothing. You ain't did nothing. But again, I know they be getting thrown around, and some nurses be making the techs do every type of fucking thing. You be like, dang. But at the end of the day, I mean, it is your job. You're supposed to do these type of things, but it just be a lot. Carrie said, I apply all my CNAs. Couldn't do it without them. We work together as a team, and since I am a new nurse, they have even taught me a few things. I agree. Like, they be saving you sometimes, your techs and your CNA stuff you don't know. They will help you, man. That's why I appreciate them for real, too. Oh, my, that's true. Can you speak about how to stand up for yourself in an environment without getting shunned, and how to take... Girl, pretty brown eyes. I don't know. How to deal with conflict. I don't know, y'all. I don't know how to deal with conflict at work. Because some people is so retaliatory. Like, retaliatory? Is that a word? Retaliatory? They try to retaliate, you know, or some people, they be cool with you and then they talk about you behind your back, or they'll see you're making a mistake, and instead of coming and be like, hey, let's work on this, or did you know you need to do this? They won't say shit to you, but to everybody else, they talking about how bad you're doing. Or you just got, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know how best to deal with those situations. I mean, who likes conflict? But some people do well with conflict. I'm not the best when it comes to conflict, especially when I feel like you can't be direct with people. I don't like that. If we gonna have conflict, let's be head on. I'd rather just be like, is there a problem? Do we have a problem? Like, I'd rather just be like, is some up? Or have y'all tried to do this or this and the third? Or I'd be like, it was this one person at the work. They was so mad about this guy of how he trained somebody. Like, he doesn't do anything. He doesn't do that. And I was like, yeah. I said, but is anybody else willing to train her? Why y'all saying he not doing well as a trainer? Or y'all willing to train the girl? Because y'all said he not training her well. Did anybody else stand up to do it? And it was like, well, nobody asked us. So you sitting over here talking about how bad he is as a trainer. But y'all not willing to train the girl because nobody asked you. And then on top of that, when this girl or when this person decides to work the floor as a regular nurse and they get done with training, are y'all going to help the person, or y'all going to just look at them like, oh, they don't know how to do anything? Or the person that's training them, have you gone to them? I feel like either, especially after another situation happened with training people, I'm just like, I've removed myself from the situation. Like, it ain't got shit to do with me. I've learned more and more. If it ain't got nothing to do with me, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Period. Like, if it ain't got nothing to do with me, it ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm here to take care of these people on the board I got to take care of. If I see a call light go off, I'll grab another call light, help out a patient. Her IV go off, I'll go in the room, help them out. If you need me, I'll come help you out. But as far as this other peripheral things going on, I could care less. Negative cares, negative fucks, okay? Negative. Because it has nothing to do with me. I've learned if I don't want to be in a drama, I just can't be in a drama. And I think somebody commented was like, you are part of the drama because you're part of the drama. I'm like, you're right. I'm gonna remove myself from it. It ain't got nothing to do with me. You said you've been a stay-at-home mom for 10 years and I'm ready to go back to school. I'm looking into my, oh, that's awesome. Good for you, Noonie. I think that's awesome. I feel like that's really cool. That's really cool. Yes, it's your time. Reclaiming my time. Yes, it's your time. Go back to school. That's great. Yes, the drama, all of the BS at these jobs. That's why I work nights. That's why I work weekends. I don't see any management. I ain't got to go to no meetings. Don't nobody be there on the weekends. Don't nobody be there on nights. Don't nobody be there when I get off because I work Friday nights. Nobody is there on a Saturday. I ain't got to see them. I ain't got to deal with them. If something happened, I send an email and I keep it pushing. Because I don't want no parts of none of the drama at all. When I say that, I really mean that. So I just try my best to just, because you're not getting paid to be a part of these people's drama. So don't be a part of it. And I don't know how the video got to that, but it's just so toxic, y'all. This field can be extremely toxic. That's why I feel like if you can make your money because they're going to take some years off your life. They already taking years off our life, y'all. The stress of it all. But I do believe when you pray and you ask for gratitude and you have gratitude for what you do, it does make a difference. And when you just try to show up as the best person you can be, it makes a difference, y'all. And you could still make good money as a nurse. You can still make big differences in people's lives as a nurse. You can grow as an individual as a nurse. You will grow as a person. Just going through nursing school is going to show you what you're made of. And also you can make connections with people in nursing. And you see humans at their very worst. And it helps you to have a totally different perspective on life itself. And you just see how precious life is and how fragile it is to be a human being. And you do grow. I feel like part of you dies. Part of you is going to die, but part of you is going to also just be like real. Like it's raw human energy, especially bedside nursing, right? It's raw human energy there. And you really do learn to put yourself aside for another human being. And I believe that really is essentially one of the biggest lessons to learn in life, is that it ain't about you all the time. And that sometimes you have to be a vessel, right? You have to be used as a vessel for another human being. Does that make sense? I don't know if that's going to hit everybody right, but sometimes we are vessels for God and for, divine energy here on earth. Like you have to allow divine energy to help you to take care of people. Because sometimes in some situations, all they need is another person to connect with them as a human being. And the ability to do that as a nurse, there's nothing like it. It's nothing like being able to be there for somebody and to be able to take care of somebody on a human level is nothing like it. It's nothing like it, y'all. But you're going to have to pay me. That's the lesson of it, y'all. But for real, there is beauty in doing it. It is stressful. That's why you got to ask for strength. You got to not necessarily ask for strength, but thank God for the strength that you have to do it, because you wouldn't be doing it if you didn't have the strength to do it. You got to thank God for the ability to do it, the physical ability, the mental ability, and just be grateful that you are the one giving the care versus needing to get the care. So I'm going to leave it at that. See if y'all got anything else y'all trying to say. I'm not sure if I go to private or community college. Now, y'all know I say community college all the way. Go to that community college, save your coins. Go to community college. I got a video talking about how to become a nurse. And it's talking about nursing school. It's like one of my last videos I did. Go check that out. And then Pretty Brown Owl said, family members try to be nasty to us sometimes and start asking, so why am I CNA not a nurse and CNA don't do anything? I'm like, whoa, I'm taking care of your mom. I would just disregard it. I mean, people just disregard it. Like, disregard it. Be professional, or just be like, okay, I'm just here to take care of your family. Like this, F them folks. You got to have that attitude too. Fuck them folks. If that's the case, how about you come take care of your family? Don't take nothing that people say personally. Because more than likely, what they're saying has nothing to do with you. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Most of the things that's going on with people literally has zero to do with you. You should only have control or power over you. You should only have you are the only person invested in you. Nobody cares about you. And I know that sounds crazy, but a lot of times the way we react with people is because that person is doing something to us. That person is activating something within us. That person is triggering something within us. That person is sparking something within us. So it's not necessarily that person. It's not personal. When they come at you, it's not that they're coming at you. They're coming at a part of them that you bring out, or that you highlight, or that you shine light on. Like they say, sometimes your light shine. Sometimes people say sometimes your light shines light on their demons sometimes. And so you're awakening some of the ish they got within them. And it's not necessarily about you. Because remember, we're all mirrors of each other. So they see something in you, or they see something that they're lacking, or something that they want within you. That's why when you get inspired by people, yes, that person is inspiring you, but it's something that you already have in you that they're awakening, that they're shaking up. So it's really your energy. They're just putting energy into your energy. So it's not about that person. Don't give that person any control or power over you. It's about them and what they got going on. So that's why I say don't take none of it personally. And I learned a long time ago, I don't take none about the job personally. Only person I get that I care about anything from is the person that I am with, my husband and my children. That's it. Now, sometimes do I want to be seen in a good light, or I want things to be harmonious, or I don't want people to see me as incompetent and things like, yeah, I do care about that, because, you know, that's important for me. My image is very important. But at the end of the day, I don't care. I care what less. Give less fucks, okay? Care less about them folks. Care less about them, because what they going on is what they got going on. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Okay? The moral of the story, they got nothing to do with you. Whatever they got, that's their problem. Nursing has changed a lot. I've been a CNA for the last 21 years. It really would mess with your psyche, it do. Because you see people and you see situations, and it's just like, you be going through your own stuff, and you got to put that to the side to take care of people. And then sometimes you go home and you be having stuff still in your head about what happened at the job. Stuff might be lingering in my head for a day or two, or I'll get an email. That's why I stopped looking at my emails at home, because I'm like, I'm not about to do that. And I be worrying about all week what's going on, what's going to happen when I go to work. Did I make a mistake with this, or did I do? They're not paying me to worry about this. I'm off the clock. You got to learn how to detach. The art of detachment, okay? Let me write that. The art of detachment. You have to learn that art as in working in health, working with people. Learn it. Don't take nothing they take. Don't, because one minute they love you, the next minute they hate you. And these folks don't even know your last name. They barely know your middle name. They don't barely know your first name. One minute they love you, the next minute they hate you. So don't take none of these people say it. Don't give it nothing. You said it really would. And plus, some people, it feels better to put you down. They feel better about themselves to put you down. Don't do that, because it's also, if you already got insecurities or certain things about you, people can sense that, and they pick on that, and they use that. Even though we use words, we are still animals. People use energy more than they use words. This is why some people, you see them, you're like, oh shit, don't fuck with them. Look at how they look. Or they look a certain way, you say, she take herself serious. Or you look at him and be like, man, I can barely, like, I ain't gonna come to him the same way I come to this dude, because look how he looking. Like, energy speaks louder than words. So sometimes your energy you give off could make you a target for others, or whatever the case may be. But just don't take stuff personal. Don't take it personal. Utilization management, I'll look that up. Utilize. And some of these specialties, you gotta try to get some experience. It's like, to get the job, you got to have experience, but you got to have experience to get the job. So how you going to get the experience to get... How I'm going to get the experience? What they say, I want to go to school, but I don't have the money to go to school. I don't have the money because I need to go to school. What's, that little cycle? It was an old commercial. Some of y'all don't know it. You said, I did not know you were married, but do you tell your husband about work or keep it within so it won't affect your marriage? Sometimes I do say little stuff, but a lot of times, especially once I start working in agency, I come home, he'll be like, how was work? I'll be like, it's over. And that's it. I don't want to talk about it, like I said, because they don't pay me to ruminate about this job while I'm at home. So I've learned to cut stuff off. But then sometimes I'll tell him like little things that happened that was funny or cute or whatever at the job, or that I was like kind of maybe a little sad. But I don't go too far into it because, you know, that's a lot to dump on people sometimes if they don't work in the field. Some of the stuff we see is just too much to dump on them, you know, some of the sad stuff, because he ain't asked for that. He ain't no nurse child. They be sending him nursing jobs though through his email. I'm like, why are they sending you nursing jobs? Like, is you not telling me something? But yeah, I've learned over the years to not dump stuff onto him. And instead, especially because I don't, sometimes work be so stressful. Like I said, when I come home, I just be like, it's over. I made it through. That's it. I'm done with it. Sometimes I tell him a little bit about the drama just to get it off my chest so I can vent a little bit. And then he be venting to me about it, like, you know what, baby, it's over with. I ain't even gonna be. I dump everything on him. Then he be like, he be mad. I be getting him fired up. I'm like, don't worry about it. He be like, you just dumped all this on me. I know that's what he be thinking. And then I be like, it's cool, it's not that bad. I just had to get it out. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go. Thank you so much for being here. Moral of the story: if you feel compelled to do something, do it. I mean, it's not that long. Schooling is not that long for nursing. I'm not saying it's the easiest, but it's not that long. And bedside nursing is not the only nursing you can do. There's so many different things you can do. So don't let people discourage you from going into it. And they only have one perspective on nursing, which may be bedside nursing. Because everybody's tired of bedside nursing. Everybody. That's why people was running to become an NP. This is why you have people going to become CRNA because, or literally, NP was big. Remember when nurse practitioner was booming? People would get out of school and go straight for nurse practitioner. Barely even have any experience working in bedside nursing. They wanted to go straight to become a nurse practitioner, leave the bedside, you know, be more in the primary, what do you call it? Primary care position. They wanted that. And now we got so many damn nurse practitioners, you know? So, and then you got nurse practitioners going back to work bedside as RNs because that's where the money resides. And that's where the openings are. That's where they still need nurses bedside. So, yeah. Don't get discouraged by, you know, old nurses like me. But if you feel compelled to definitely do it, do it. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. You said you appreciate the live. Thank you. Like, I'm so grateful to have this community here. I don't want to take y'all for granted. So I need to keep coming on here, talking to y'all and being a part of the community. So thank y'all so much for being here. Y'all made me emotional, dang it. I love y'all. Bye.